Hi there folks, Tom Moore, your local Halifax Realtor. Today I'm coming to you with a video on how to increase your chances when in a multiple offer situation like we're finding ourselves so much in Halifax right now. There's a big lack of supply, ton of buyers out there, so it's not uncommon to get situations where you've got 5, 10, 15 offers on the table. So how are you going to differentiate yourself? So I've done up a quick little, summary of some aspects or tactics that can help you differentiate yourself. The first is conditions. What are conditions? These are things such as, home inspection, financing, insurance. They can get a lot longer, or there's several different aspects that could theoretically slow up a deal. So if I'm a seller, I've got a offer with conditions, an offer without conditions, and they're priced the same. I'm going to go with the offer without conditions. Why? Because if I accept an offer and there's conditions in there, maybe it's an inspection clause, whatever it may be, and they find a bunch of problems with my home, they can come back to me later on in the deal, ask for some money off, right? And at that point, you're negotiating on price, whatever it may be. So that can either slow up the deal, kill the deal, or if you're selling the house, end up with less money in your pocket. So that's something to kind of keep in mind if you're submitting offers. Are you okay with foregoing conditions? Because at the end of the day, this really does increase your chance of getting that house. Number 2, deposit. Not as important, but it shows that you're serious, right? So your realtor should be able to help you pinpoint this price point. If it's a house that's $250,000 versus a house that's $1 million, this number is going to vary greatly. But what it does is it's the amount that you kind of put down at the start, usually a day or two after the offer is accepted. It's a cash deposit. And at the end of the day, if the deal does fall apart, you get that money back. But it just is an added aspect of showing that you're serious about purchasing the house. You're willing to put down 10 grand. And this kind of really shows the buyer how serious, or the seller how serious you are. Number 3, work with sellers. So this is something that the realtor should be doing on their own, but basically accommodate the seller. Maybe they want to move out very soon, or maybe they want a longer closing. Make sure that your realtor's reaching out, finding out what kind of a closing they want, and if they want a quick condition period, a longer condition period, you should be basically accommodating the seller, considering this market right now where it is a seller's market, to the best of your ability, right? So whatever that may be, you really want the realtor to be kind of in the selling agent's ear, or in the listing agent's ear, I should say, and finding out what is going to give you the best chance when building that deal. Number 4, obviously at the end of the day, money is going to be one of the biggest decision points, right? So if you have an offer that you're putting on and it's the highest offer versus an offer that you're kind of timid about, this is obviously going to affect. Generally, sellers are looking for the highest dollar amount. Sometimes they're willing to sacrifice dollar amount for conditions, but this is really going to depend case by case. And at the end of the day, usually it comes down to somebody who's willing to put the biggest amount down for that house. Now, number 5, the last one, is the comfort zone. So what is your comfort zone? At the end of the day, you don't want to overextend yourself, but you want to step away from the table with the feeling that you've done all you could do, right? So if somebody comes along, this is something I tell my buyers, if somebody comes along and puts up 2-3 grand more than you, are you okay right now with the number that you've put down, and you're happy with losing that house, even if you're a couple grand, right? And that's a pretty good way to sleep at night if you really figure out what that number is for you based on that house, how much you're willing to spend. Because if at the end of the day, it's quite a crazy market right now, and because we are doing blind bidding, you don't know what anybody else is submitting. So really find out what that number is for you and how bad you want that house, and ensure that at the end of the day, if you miss out on it, you're okay. And if you get it, you're okay, right? So once again, Tom Moore, local Halifax Realtor. My contact's in the bottom. If you have any other video ideas, please reach out, and have a great day.